Hey everyone, insight number one. This week we're looking at Psalms. So today on Monday, let's dig into some Psalms. This week, though, specifically in the Come Follow Me manual, that asked us to read 1 to 2, 8, 19 to 13, 40, and 46. But for our purposes here, I felt inspired to focus on 23 and 27, which aren't actually included in the reading. But that's where I sort of felt to go. I don't know. But go read the other ones, honestly. And like, these are really nice to read. They're just lovely. We'll cover what they are. But you can just pull one-liners out, and it's just beautiful to inspire you and uplift you. And that's what they're meant to do. Have them playing in your car if you don't want to read them all. Or I actually wanted to read them because I like to make notes next to them. But, play them in your car. It's easy. These ones are really short. Like, none of them are really long. I think 27 is probably one of the longer ones. It's about 13 verses. So, it's not a lot of reading. It's just a lot of little short bits. And the theme sort of on this week that we're focusing on is trusting the Lord. But to start off with, let me give you a rundown on what Psalms is. So, what is Psalms? Right? Because what is Psalms? It's just this book. There's no story to it. What the heck? There's no history. What? When is it set? What do we want to know, right? We want to know. Okay, so it's a collection of ancient Israel's poetic hymns, petitions, and praises. So not necessarily in chronological order. They're just collected together. They've kind of been collected into 5 sections. I'll cover those in a minute. And sort of have a theme to that section. However, in Come Follow Me, we're looking at a different vibe. We're doing 3 weeks in the Psalms. So you've got 3 weeks to listen to Psalms. I think there's 127 all up. I'm not entirely sure. I just listen to them. I don't really know the numbers. I don't go by numbers on them. I just love the vibe of them. So here you go. So they're intended to bring peace, inspiration, praise, and trust in God or of Jesus Christ, or both. 73 of them are attributed to David, King David. The others, there are some other authors that we know wrote them, but it's varied, and whether they wrote the entire thing by themselves or whether they just had input into them, we don't know. So we know that some are attributed to David, about half, but maybe he didn't even write them completely by himself, although we know he was talented in that area, so, who knows. But yeah, multiple authors, and they're written around between 1000 and 500 BC. So not all of them also written at the same time. Over a period of years, right? Over a period of about 500 years, this collection of these beautiful hymns, praises, these prayers, these songs all got collaborated together. So it is also, Psalms is the most quoted book in the New Testament from the Old Testament. You'd think it'd be Isaiah, right? I know, I would have thought that too, but it's not. It's Psalms. The most quoted book in the New Testament from the Old Testament is Psalms. So there's goodness in here, and we should focus on that because there are lessons. These are people's experiences that they've had, and they now have this outpouring of either thanks or more questions, or how do we do this? We want to trust you, Lord. How do we do that? And we're going to look at that too. So there's some really good advice in here, and very easy to read, very melodic sounding to your ears, so quite good to do. So yeah, 5 main sections, as I said. So there's 1 through 41 is godly versus ungodly, or in other words, trust God, seek mercy. 42 to 72 is God is our strength and refuge, and have patience. 73 to 89 is judgment and truth. 90 to 106 is encouragement and praise, serve the Lord. 107 to 150 are children of pressure and heritage, and pleas for the Lord deliverance. And they all end, there's 150 of them, so they all end with expressions of praise. So that's kind of nice. It's just like this really uplifting ancient Instagram post place, if you could call it that. Although quite a bit more spiritual and uplifting than I'd say generally Instagram is, although Instagram's pretty good. You don't want to go near Twitter, right? Yeah, that's not the good. So this is all the good stuff. Although there's questions in here and there's answers and there's advice. It's just the good stuff. It's really helpful. So we're just going to look at some of the things in here. I'm doing 2 more insights on Psalm 23, and then I'm going to do, which you'll recognize, it's very famous, and then also Psalm 27, which the first verse is actually inspiration to quite a few different hymns, as is Psalm 23. Some you'll recognise. If you're not from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Psalm 23, you should still know, or at least have heard. It will sound familiar to you. It's used in a lot of song lyrics. It's used in a lot of expressive poetry and movies and things like that. So it will be familiar to you. But I'm going to ask you, what's your favourite psalm? What's your favourite one-liner? Mine is in 27:1 so far. I haven't found in psalms there's similar lines, but that one, that sentiment really sticks with me. And that's about that the Lord is my light and I should not fear. So the Lord is my light, why should I fear? I've got light. I'm not in darkness. The Lord guides me. I'm good. So that's what gives me strength, helps me to trust Him. So I go with that. So that's a little bit about Psalms. So hang around. Stay with us. We're going to look at Psalm 23:1 and then the rest of Psalm 23. And then we're going to look at 2 insights on Psalm 27. I'll see you there.